Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Delphine and today we are going to try every t-shirt that's available currently on the t-shirt section of the Sézane website. I'm pretty excited, it was a lot of them. I'm also wearing one. I'm a petite, I'm 1.58 m, 5 feet 2 for reference, and I'm showing you the t-shirts. I'm not styling them, I'm not putting them with heels. The goal is really to show you the cut, the fit. I'm going to tell you everything about the materials. It's basically a guide if you're considering purchasing a Sézane t-shirt and you have some questions and you want to see the real fit, all the little details, then you're at the right place. We're starting with the Milo. I have it in the size XS. I think it was the right size. I follow Sézane recommendation. I'm typically between a XS and a S, and if they say to go for the smaller size, then I go for the XS, and otherwise I go for the S. And it is made of 50% linen and 50% cotton, so it's a very light, very breezy material, very nice for the summer, for warm weather. The length of the sleeve was okay. The length of the top overall was also absolutely fine. It worked at a petite. It could also work if you're a bit longer. You could also tuck it in if you're a petite. You have these little buttons. I kept mine closed, but if you would want, you could always open one more. It's very breezy, very comfortable, not tight. It's a quite fluid material. It's very soft. I think it's a very nice one for the summer if you like the style. They all come in different colors. This is the one I picked because this is the one that typically suits me better, but there are of course other options. You can have a look on their website. I will put all the links in the description box below. This video is not sponsored, affiliated or anything. I just purchased everything and I'm glad to show them to you. Next one is a Marlo. I have it again in the size XS. It's also a very nice one. It's a very nice thick cotton. This one is 100% cotton. It has a bit of a more oversized boxy cut and it's a bit short. So like for me as a petite, I could not really tuck it in. So if you're very tall, it might be that it will show a little bit of belly. It has this nice like round neck and these little sleeves, and it's very comfortable, very soft cotton, a bit thick as I said, like feel really quality. Because it's a bit this boxy cut, I don't think it will keep you too warm in summer. So yeah, I think it's a really nice one. Just beware that it's not particularly long. Then we have the Amara. I have it in the size S, so I sized up. I followed the Sézane recommendation, and it is much more tight. The length is, I think, okay. There's no issues there. It has this square cleavage or décolleté, or I don't know how you call it, like this square cut here. And one thing is I found the sleeves to be quite short. I have quite good forearms, let's put it like that, and I find that this length is not the most flattering on me for the sleeves. I think sleeves that are slightly longer typically look better on me. It's made of 97% cotton and 3% elastane, so it has a slight like stretch to it, which is nice considering that it has a bit more this form-fitting shape. It's nice to have a bit stretch then. And yeah, I have it in this color. There are also a few with motifs which are available, a lot of different options. Then we have the Nicolas option. I took it in the size S. I sized it up again, often for the things which are more fitting, like more tight. I tend to go for the size S. I follow Sézane recommendation. That's normally what they recommend, and I do believe that it's the right thing to do, especially when you like me, a bit busty or you have a bit shape. I like much better the length of the sleeve. I found that it was a bit longer, but you can then just tuck it in if you don't like that. It's not really that big of a deal, and you can of course open the button, so you can wear it with the buttons closed and then you have this more round neck effect, or you can open a few buttons. The buttons go up to the bottom, so you could in theory completely open it, but it's a t-shirt, so I don't think, especially since it's like quite tight, I don't think you could really wear it like a cardigan, in the sense that you could wear it with another t-shirt under. It was very cute, very nice. I liked it more with the button open on my silhouette. But yeah. Then we have the Conrad. It's a very classic one from Sézane. They have it in a lot of colors. They release new colors every season. It's really like the basic classic round neck t-shirt that almost everybody has some version of it in their wardrobe. It's 100% cotton, very soft, very comfortable. It's thick enough, it feels like good quality. For example, I have also a round neck t-shirt from H&M. It feels like definitely better quality than H&M. It is a bit thinner cotton than the Marlo I showed you before, the one with the stripe, but it's still like good quality and very comfortable, and a very nice one. I mean, it's really a basic. There's not much you could do wrong with that. The length of the sleeve I think is okay. Everything is okay with it. There's really no red flag. The only thing I want to point out is they retail for 40 euro, which is fair, but it's like not that cheap. And I also own a round neck, a very simple, very basic t-shirt from Uniqlo. I showed it I think in a haul like maybe 1.5 or maybe it was last year already. I'm not sure exactly if it's been 1 or 2 years already. And they retail for 14.90 euro, so 15 euro. And the quality is also great. The cotton is even a bit thicker. It's maybe a bit less fluid because the cotton is a bit thicker, and definitely there's nothing wrong with buying this one for 40 euros. The quality is great. I just wanted to point out that there are some other options in case you're interested, and I was personally really happy with the quality of the Uniqlo one too. And I mean, it's such a basic thing that a lot of brands do them. Next we have the Cléa, and I have it in size S, so I sized up, even though it's not a form-fitting one. I think it was right when I see how the fit is in the shoulders. Again, I follow the Sézane recommendations. This one is also 100% cotton with this little nice lace here, which is 100% polyester. And it has this little, we call it point de jour in French, or like this little lace effect, which is very cute, a bit girly. And with the lace here, it's also, of course, then even more feminine. I found the length of the sleeve very nice. They're not too tight. It is a bit long, I think, as a petite to wear it just like that, at least for my taste. But you can then just simply tuck it in. You could also very probably get it shortened if you don't like to tuck the things in. It's very comfortable, quite light, very breezy, no problem with transparency as you can see on the video. Just a very nice t-shirt, quite feminine, very cute. Then we have Marta. I have it in XS, which I believe was definitely the right choice because it has more of a loose fit, and the S would have been like overwhelming for my size and my frame. So I think it is right. It is 50% cotton, 50% linen. So it's also, again, very soft, very fluid. The kind of material that will be extremely comfortable when it's really warm weather out there. Otherwise, it's kind of a simple right neck. It's kind of, let's say, a linen version of the Conrad I showed you before, because it's otherwise a quite simple round neck t-shirt, a bit wider, a bit breezy. You can, of course, tuck it in, and it's overall very comfortable to wear. Really nothing to say. The length of the sleeve was, I think, quite okay. Again, a nice classic, and if you like more breathier, lighter materials, then it can be also an alternative to the Conrad, which is just 100% cotton, since this one has half linen. I also ordered one of these motifs t-shirt. They have a few with different prints there. I like this one, Dance Club. I think it looked quite cool. And I like also navy blue with the white. I think it was nice. It has, in terms of cut, I think it's a bit like the Conrad and the Marta I showed you before. And I also have it in the size S. So it's kind of the round neck with a bit like the boxy cut, very breezy, 100% cotton. So it's, let's say, from that point of view, like closer to the Conrad. But the neck is a tiny bit different. And there's these sleeves. And yeah, it's very comfortable. The length is okay, the sleeves are okay. It's a bit longer. I liked it more tucked in. Had a little like 90s vibe. It was quite funny. So it's very nice. If you like, for example, the kind of materials like the Conrad, then this will be also a kind of cut and material you should like. Next we have the Camil. It also exists in a lot of colors. It's also kind of a basic, a bit like the Conrad. I mean, a lot of their t-shirts are actually basics, and they always have new colors and new styles. I took this stripe once because I thought it was extremely cute. It is in the size S, so a size bigger. It's 97% cotton, 3% elastin, so it has, again, this little stretch. And it is quite short. Like, again, I'm a petite. I'm sure 100% that through the day it will go a bit up and there will be a little bit of my belly showing, but otherwise beyond that it was very comfortable, very nice to wear. I liked a lot of the stripes. It's a very nice one. It's just you need to keep in mind that it's quite short. After that I have actually two long sleeve t-shirts. They're t-shirts, so that's why they're there. The first one is a Lydia, so I took it in this nice little pattern. They have a few options available on their website. I took it in the size S, which is again my bigger size because it has also a bit this elastic, and as you can see, it's extremely tight to the body. It is extremely deep v-neck. The material is 94% cotton, 6% elastan. That's what gives it like this extra you know, elasticity. And as you can see, I mean, I'm a bit busty, like there's these buttons like in the front, and this one I thought it was like holding for its dear life. It was a bit embarrassing. I mean, it's definitely too much of a deep v-neck for me. I'm too busty for this t-shirt. If you are taller, then maybe the v-neck will not be that deep, and if you are a bit less busty, then maybe it will also overall look better. But if you're a bit busty and not very tall, then I think this is definitely probably not gonna work for you. Then there is the Felix, which is also long sleeve. I have it in the size S2 because it's also a bit this elastic, and as you can see, it's also pretty tight to the body, but it is 100% cotton. So I don't know exactly, I think this elasticity comes from the way the fibers are woven, probably, because it is 100% cotton. It's quite a thin cotton. It's not going to be very warm, so I think it's good for like more mid-season, because obviously it still has a high neck and long sleeve. So in the middle of August, in the middle of the sun, it will be too much. But it's also not something necessarily I will wear in the full winter, or I will need to put layers on top or under, because otherwise I will be cold. So it's still quite thin. I think it looks very nice, to be honest. It was a happy surprise. I was not expecting much from the high neck and all of that, but I thought the fit was actually looking quite nice and quite cute. And if you're not so much into the leopard, then they also exist in different colors. I think there's a full black version, maybe, if I'm not mistaken. Don't hesitate to go have a look on the website. There are other options available. It was very comfortable. There's a few little buttons here at the end. And yeah, length was okay, everything was okay. Length of the sleeve was also okay as a petite. It was really a good surprise. I was expecting it to be too long, too tight, too high, too many things not really fitting, and actually the fit was nice. I have an honorable mention for the Cloe because I don't have it with me today. I tried it in my previous video. I'm showing you here the trying of it. I found that it was a bit short, and I don't know, the décolleté, the cleavage, I thought it looked a bit weird on me, and it was also a bit too much for me. I will put a link to that try on at the end of this video in case you want to go have a look and get more details. There are chapters in the description, so you can just go directly to the Cloe if that's what you're interested in. And last but not least is the one I'm wearing today. It's a Malcolm. It's also one of their classics. It's a v-neck. They have a lot of colors. I have it in two colors. I have it in this dark red, and I also have it in like of a kind of bright green. And I have them in size XS, which is fine. I tried them in size S. Size S was a bit too big, especially on the cleavage. Size XS is good, but it's a tiny bit tight on the shoulder. On the shoulder, I think a size bigger would have been better, but I have quite broad shoulders also, I need to mention. But I still love them. I still wear them to death. The length, as you can see in the video, is actually really good. I can wear them tucked in or not tucked in, which is something I like a lot. The sleeves are a tiny bit short, but they still work, so I'm okay with it. I like that the v-neck is just the perfect kind of v-neck, like the perfect length, and they're very, very comfortable, not too warm, not too light. I mean, they're really, really, really nice. Very good basic also to have. And that's it, guys. It was a lot. A lot. Thanks for watching until the end if you're still there. I will put here some other videos, including the link to that try on with the Cloe, and I will also put here a link to my channel if you want to subscribe and join us, and then you won't miss my next videos. I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.